At the very top of the world, where mountains pierce the sky and the air itself becomes a threat, two nations have been locked in a deadly, frozen standoff for nearly 4 decades. This isn't a fight over oil, cities, or fertile valleys. It's a war waged on ice, where the terrain is as lethal as the enemy. This is the Siachen Glacier, a 76-kilometer-long frozen river of death, known as the highest battlefield on Earth. Here, temperatures fall below -60°C, and just breathing feels like drowning in slow motion. Soldiers lose fingers, toes, and sometimes their minds not from battle, but from the brutal silence of snow and sky. But the question remains, why fight over a place where even survival is unnatural? To answer that, we must go back to the end of the First India-Pakistan War in 1949, when a ceasefire was drawn across Kashmir. The line of control was clear until it wasn't. Instead of defining the border fully, the agreement ended with a vague phrase, "Thence north to the glaciers." Back then, no one thought the glaciers mattered. They were high, remote, and virtually inaccessible. But in the shadows of the Cold War, the unclaimed became the contested. In the 70s, international mountaineers began arriving in the region, some guided by Pakistani permits, others by Indian. Each expedition hinted at territorial control, and soon suspicion gave way to strategic paranoia. In '84, India launched Operation Meghdoot, airlifting troops onto the Saltoro Ridge. India gained control of the ridgeline, and Pakistan scrambled to take lower ground positions on the glacier. Suddenly, the world's most desolate glacier became the site of daily shelling, ambushes, and loss. But why stay, year after year, in a place that offers nothing but suffering? Because Siachen isn't just a glacier, it's a chessboard of geopolitics, hanging between 3 nuclear powers. To the west lies Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan. To the east, India's Ladakh. And to the north, China's Xinjiang and Tibet. From these icy heights, military forces can monitor key passes and intercept movements between all 3 regions. Control of Siachen means control of altitude, visibility, and strategic depth, and in war, that's priceless. If Pakistan held the ridge, it could threaten India's supply lines into Ladakh, India. India fears that if it withdraws, Pakistan and China could establish a direct military link through the Karakoram. Pakistan believes Indian occupation threatens its northern flank and reinforces its grip over Kashmir. So both sides dig in, not because they want to fight, but because they fear losing more than just territory. They fear losing influence. Holding Siachen has also become a matter of pride. The first nation to withdraw might appear weaker or less committed to Kashmir. Meanwhile, the human cost is staggering. Over 1,000 soldiers from both nations have died not in combat, but from avalanches, crevasses, and altitude sickness. Tents are carved into ice. Meals are rationed. Bodies are airlifted home in silence. Even today, soldiers rotate every few weeks just to survive frostbite, blindness, and PTSD are routine. Both countries spend millions annually to keep boots in a place where no human was ever meant to survive. Every peace talk has collapsed over one word: withdrawal. Who leaves first? Who blinks? And who loses face? Because after decades of blood, ice, and sacrifice, this glacier has become more than a battlefield. It's a symbol of national pride, political fear, and historical wounds that never truly froze over. Siachen began as an accident of cartography and became the costliest sentence ever written on a map. Thence north to the glaciers. There is no winner here. Only men with frostbitten hands gripping rifles in silence. Only families who received letters and never bodies. And only a glacier still waiting for someone to say, enough.